It's a sad day, folks. It's a truly, truly sad day. I woke up this morning to the news that Rupert Murdoch is pulling the plug on TalkTV. It's going to be axed, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, where are we going to go for our expert analysis on the postal strikes?
One of your kids opens up a new teddy bear they've been sent by Granny. But inside the teddy bear, there's a rat that has managed to burrow its way in and is staring out at you. Rats.
Where are we going to go for our insider information on the concrete growing business?
Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can.
How are we going to know what is and isn't a sausage roll?
A sausage is made from pork, right? Yeah. So how can it be a vegan? I'm really sorry, a sausage is a sausage.
And of course, the lifelong search and lifelong probe into who has or hasn't got a penis.
Some people with penises think they're women.
How many women have penises?
Nobody's saying whether or not a man's got a penis or a woman's got a penis.
Do you know any women with penises? No.
You're a doctor. Can a woman have a penis?
Do you know any women with penises?
Whether a woman has a penis.
And then if he's still got a penis, he's a biological man, he's not a woman.
And of course they don't have a penis.
Women don't have penises.
What are we going to do? No more Talk TV. I'm so sad. Now, if you look further on in the article, it explains why Rupert Murdoch's pulling the plug on Talk TV. And it's all financial. You know, the old style model of news broadcasting is just not financially viable anymore. You know, everyone's getting their news from social media, from their phones. And it's kind of interesting, really, because it kind of highlights the difference between Rupert Murdoch and Talk TV and the owners of GB News. You know, Rupert Murdoch, he loves his media influence. He loves getting people talking about what he wants them to talk about with his newspapers and Talk TV, in this instance, vegan sausage rolls or who has or hasn't got a penis. But if it's not financially viable for him, he's pulling the plug. It's not worth it. The profit is at the top of what Rupert Murdoch wants, and it's interesting because it highlights the difference between him and the owners of GB News. Now, further on in the article, it goes to explain that GB News is suffering the same problems of the old style broadcaster and not making money. They're actually making loss last year, 30 million loss this year, 40 million loss. I mean, who in their right mind that owned a business that was increasing their loss by 10 million each year, 30 million, 40 million, would carry on unless they had an ulterior motive? And that is the difference. You're Richard Tice, millionaire property investor that owns GB News, and the other hedge fund managers, millionaires that own GB News, don't care that it's at a loss. That's not the point of GB News' existence. The point of GB News' existence is to push the Conservative Party in the policy direction that they want. Most importantly, tax cuts for the rich. That's all they care about. That's why every night Jacob Rees-Mogg is on talking about getting rid of inheritance tax, lowering corporation tax, lowering tax for the rich. That's all they care about. And that's why GB News exists. And if it costs them 40 million, 30 million a year, that's an investment worthwhile if they can get tax cuts for the rich. And it's interesting, the difference between say what you want about Murdoch, but at least at least he's willing to pull the plug if it's not financially viable anymore. Oh, I just thought, who's going to hate on Gary Lineker now?
Gary hit the big time, though, when he pooed himself on the pitch during a match against Ireland at the World Cup in 1990. He's talked about...
Now, don't worry, folks. You'll still be able to get your important issues that really matter to the British citizens of the day, like vegan sausage rolls, who has or hasn't got a penis, and you can still get your daily dose of hating on Gary Lineker. Talk TV, you know, they're not disappearing completely. They'll be online, they'll be on YouTube, they'll put clips up on all different social media platforms. They're just going from the traditional TV broadcaster. And you know, whenever something like this happens, a lot of people go, you know, oh, it's not fair. We need to have a balance of right and left-leaning media broadcasters. It's all going to be left-wing if we get rid of Talk TV and GB News. But like I say, don't worry about it, folks. You'll still have access to your really important right-wing media topics. Vegan sausage rolls, penises, growing concrete, and of course, rats in your Christmas parcels. If you enjoyed the video, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe up top. There'll be another video. You can check that out as well. Till next time, take care.